are you Indian? And I was like, I'm mixed, but you guys aren't gonna get it. Like, I would try to explain to people and they would just be like, you Indian. Trying to be independent like that. But it's like, yo, now this one has to master it. This one has to send you the beat. If the beat's not mastered, now you gotta send it back and get it. Like, everything has to click, you know. Hey, all of a sudden someone keyed your car. What's wrong with my car now? Oh shit, it's that hunt from 3 years ago. I make sure I write when I'm crying. Like, if I'm crying,
during
I'm
the
like,
moment itself.
like, a lot of people have tried to get me to make piano like full time, and I won't. The fact that like I can't trust anybody, it's so deep. It's so deep, especially the hip hop industry. The hip hop industry is worse. This is an OG. They investing into me. They want to help me. They believe in me. Meantime, they're just trying to steal your source. Someone from South Africa deserves to go global for RNB, purely for RNB.
I saw you were also part of Maze Runner as well.
Yeah. I've always wanted to be an actress.
Hey, my good people, welcome to another episode of Sounds Good Enough. Today, I have somebody who knows karate.
Oh, is it because I'm Asian?
Her name is Shia Chu. Did I say
Xialan.
Shia? What?
Most people call me Shia.
Shia. No, say it. I wanna.
Shia or Shia. But the full name is Xialan Chu.
Xialan Chu.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Xialan is my full name.
Okay, I can survive now.
I get Shilun, Shilin.
Yeah.
Yo, it gets crazy.
Do you know those old like films, the ones where like they would speak English but it wouldn't match
Yeah. I've seen those. Yeah. Now,
you
those
like
are the
those
classics.
movies?
Now those bang. Yo, I used to watch old Chinese movies as a kid. Like,
what's your favorite one?
Bruce Lee movies. I like Bruce Lee
But
movies.
Bruce Lee's they had English in them because he could speak English.
That's true. No, but sometimes his homies, you know, they be also. But I know a little bit of Mandarin. I've been trying to learn. Yeah.
Let's hear some stuff.
Yeah. Please, fellow Asians, don't cancel me if this is wrong.
Yeah.
But F off in Chinese is ni tama chou sha. You fuck off now. Yeah.
So do you only know like cuss words or
yeah, okay. I know like basic words. Like because I went to Taiwan when I was really, really young. So that helped me like communicate with people. I picked up on the words. So I picked up on like when you bump into someone or if you're trying to get to the side, it's dui buchi. That's sorry. Like basic like words that like help me get around. Like counting, months. But yeah, I'm trying to be fluent. I'm trying to rap in Chinese.
that actually would. I don't know. What's that song, man? The Megan Thee Stallion one. Yeah. Kashiwa.
Yeah, she hit the Japanese. So I'm gonna do that.
So you wanna hit us with some more Kashiwa stuff?
Yeah, they're gonna love me in China, yo. Yeah. I'm telling you, Chinese Tyler, Aibo.
Chinese Tyler. It's crazy.
Straight up, it's gonna start, I'm telling you.
Actually, that would be so dope, yeah? Like Chinese Tyler.
Yeah.
Can you dance?
Yo.
Because you know how Tyler does
I can't shake bums. Yo, like Tyler.
Yeah.
Nobody shakes bums like Tyler, yo. But I feel like I'm very, because I'm within the hip hop industry, right? And I've just grown up listening to hip hop. I'm very like, I'm not the type of like twerk dancer. I'm like the...
Yeah.
So, you know, I can like hit the doggy.
You can hit you can eat like other moves.
Yeah, but I can't eat that Bacardi. Yo.
Have you tried though?
I don't want to. I feel like it'll damage my ego. Like, straight up. I feel like it'll damage my ego. Like, I don't even want to try. It
must hit up like a dance studio, you know, like a Soweto dance studio.
Yo, and facts. I actually, you know what, guys? Someone hook me up with dance lessons, please. Yo, because I used to do that, but I used to dance hip hop.
Wait, so you can dance? It's just that like the piano side, you can't hit the piano dances.
I think maybe when I'm drunk in the club, it comes out for sure.
That's what we all think.
Yeah.
About, right?
Yeah. Facts.
Because even me, I'm an amazing dancer when
you're drunk, I'll
club,
eat that Bacardi.
Okay, cool. So you're originally from?
I'm from here.
You're from here?
Yeah.
But like, what's your...
It's only so on my dad's side, I didn't even know him well enough to be educated on that side of the family.
Yeah.
He went to go get milk. But but on my mom's side,
the milk chat, eh? The milk chat is tough.
Too many of us know the milk chat.
Yeah.
But yeah, on my mom's side, my mom's mom is Afrikaans. She's white.
Okay.
So she was also born here. I think she was born in Joburg. And then my mom's dad, which is my grandpa, his mother's from China. So my great grandma's from China. So she came on the boats even. I think she was pregnant with him, or she pulled up to South Africa, and then my grandpa grew up here. So it's quite funny because he looks like a Chinese guy, right? But like he grew up in PE, so he has like a Afrikaans colored accent. It's crazy. Like this Mr. Miyagi looking guy comes out and he's like, "Yo, take the trash out," and it's like, what? It's crazy. It's insane.
Yeah.
Like it's so my family's very interesting.
Okay, so you do have, besides like the milk thing, you do have like a connection with like your Asian
So I know
side.
that. So my birth givers, in fact, sperm donor's mother was he was, the father was Indian and the mother
Wait, you
was
said sperm donor.
yeah.
Like...
I don't call him father because he doesn't count.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he don't count. So so his mother was either Indian or Indian and colored, but I remember her looking colored. I remember my grandma, and then his dad was Indian. So yeah, that's the mix on that side. So I got all sorts of Asian, South African, like Indian,
so,
Chinese,
mixed
white.
masala.
Yeah, mixed masala for real. Salad.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
And bring the mic a little bit closer, I think,
No
to you.
problem.
Just push it to you.
No problem.
Just a little more. Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, so I think it's the diversity really, as much as growing up, I didn't know how to identify. Like, because I grew up in my primary school was like, they were mainly white people. They were people of color, right? But I had that twang, like, yo. And then my mother also has a white accent because her father, who's Chinese, doesn't have a Chinese accent. So people think my mother has a Chinese accent at home when really she's like, no, Ray, no. So now I don't grow up with my father, right? And I'm called a coconut because my mother's speaking like she's white. Meantime, that's what I grew up around. So yeah, in primary school, it was a bit rough. Because they were like, are you Indian? And I was like, I'm mixed, but you guys aren't going to get it. Like I would try to explain to people and they would just be like, you Indian. So
I honestly thought you were colored.
Yes, a lot of people think that I'm colored. Yeah. And then when I got to high school, I got to experience different races and it was nice. I was like, wow, I can get along with everyone. Like I can get along with black people, white people, Asian people, colored people. And it's a vibe because I'm old. So yeah, it's been really beneficial. It's allowed me to enjoy every culture.
So your stage name is your actual name.
It's my actual name.
Okay,
yeah.
I thought you came up with it.
Right?
It
looks crazy. Yeah. It means summer flower in Chinese.
Summer flower. Like the whole thing, or just...
Yeah, so Shia is summer, and then Lan Hua is summer orchid, but it's just Lan. So Shia Lan.
Summer flower. Oh, okay. Hey,
pretty cool. And then my second name's Rain. Like my mom actually named me Rain.
Like rain.
Like rain down.
You're a summer flower. Rain that brings grows the summer flower, basically.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Cool. Oh no, that's a lovely name. You know any fighting skills stuff? I saw this other video on your channel on your page where you say like when you crash out, you actually crash out something.
Yo, I crash out. Like, let me tell you, before this recent EP that I dropped came out, right? I lost the whole thing. And I almost quit music. Like I was like, you know what? I'm gonna ghost everybody. Like I'm gonna block everyone that I know, right? Even if it's my friends. I'm gonna tell them I'm good. I'm gonna block everyone. I'm gonna deactivate my Instagram account. I'm gonna say nothing for like 6 months and just come back stronger. Like it was that bad. Like when I crash out, I ran away. From the problems.
So you wanted to like get away to some extent and just be yourself.
I wanted to just not have the pressure of anyone relying on me. Because people don't know how much it takes to drop. And when things are going wrong behind the scenes, they're just getting the music, but they don't know what's going on behind the scenes.
What kind of things can go wrong though? Like...
it's like, okay, so the whole process is like you make the song, right? And now if you don't, because I'm still learning how to produce. I don't know how to engineer my vocals yet, but I'm learning how to produce music. So until then, I'm working with other people that already produce. So now when you're not doing it yourself, a whole lot of problems come with it. That's why I've been trying to be independent like that. But it's like, yo, now this one has to master it. This one has to send you the beat. If the beat's not mastered, now you got to send it back and get it. Like everything has to click, you know, the whole team has to come through. As an independent artist, you have to get like a team. And if one person flops, or if this one's laptop crashes, or and it's not even his fault, and now it's like, there's a lot. There's a lot. You got to keep your composure. I think being prepared is better. And I'm very unorganized.
So
I'm very unorganized.
you want to crash out on somebody when they don't have the beat, but you're also unorganized yourself.
Nah, okay. I think if it's not someone's fault, I won't crash out, right?
Yeah.
But when I really crash out, it's personal issues. Like lately, it's only been music because I don't have a man in my life. Thank God. Thank God. When I had a man in my life, the crash outs were real crash outs.
Yeah.
Like, yo, I'll go to your house and burn your clothes. Straight up. Straight up. Like, no.
That kind of
Like, I will
slashing
crash out. If I find
tires.
out you cheated, I will crash out. I'm not good at those things.
Sleep with the bestie.
Okay. I won't do myself dirty. But I'll make sure, you know, sometimes you'll be unsuspecting, you know, maybe 2-3 years will go by. All of a sudden someone keyed your car. What's wrong with my car now? Oh shit, it's that hun from 3 years ago. I was waiting. Like I'll do shit like that.
What's the thing that can actually make you burn somebody's clothes though?
If they cheat on me, straight up.
That's the only
Straight
thing.
up. Like I've been in committed relationships. Like I'm moving in with you. Like just all sorts of committed relationships.
Wifey vibes.
Yeah. It's like how I'm busy washing your dishes and you out cheating. Hi. Ain't no way. No way. Yo, I'm burning your clothes for real. Or I'm taking them for myself.
Yeah.
Straight up.
How long have you stayed with somebody? If you stay with them, what's like the longest?
Oh, the longest relationship?
Like, like stay.
2 years.
2 years.
Yeah. Oh, until you stay with someone.
Yeah.
Nah, I think maybe at least a year or two, for real.
So you have to like be with them for a year and then you can.
No,
stay.
you really have to trust them, because now imagine you moving in with them. I made the mistake of splitting finances like a dumbass. You don't do that.
I'm not kidding, you in love though. It happens.
I made too many mistakes.
Yeah.
Now I'm just like, relationships are for people that are ready to be committed. I'm not ready for that.
But you said you were committed. I heard you were even like washing dishes, whipping up the food, 7 colors on a Sunday.
You get to that point, but I feel like the old me would crash out, but I think I've been through so many crash outs to the point where I'm like, I'll just walk away.
No, you just walk away.
I've been through the worst crash outs. Now I don't even have the energy. All the crash is out. I'll just walk. I'll just distance myself.
Let's actually talk about your music. Who do you make your music for exactly? Who are your people?
Okay, so I was always told that you need to make music for the audience, right? I was always told that like you need to cater to your audience. You need to make what they want, and that's why a lot of people have tried to get me to make piano like full time, and I won't. I'll do it if I want to, and if I'm gonna enjoy the song, and if I can make it an R&B piano track, like now, literally on Friday.
I saw the song.
I'll hop on that. Like if it's something I'm vibing with, I'll do it. But I'm not gonna change my whole genre and my whole aesthetic for the audience. Like genuinely, I make music for me. I make music to express my personal experiences and also process them. And sometimes it's also I'm not making the song about the version I am now. Sometimes it's about the previous version of me. Sometimes it's about the version I want to be. But I think that I do try to cater to my audiences in the way that like I know they can relate. And if I'm marketing it in a way, I'll be like, if you've been heartbroken, listen to this, But I don't make it for them, genuinely. Like if something is going on like with people in the world and they want me to make music about that, I'm not gonna do it unless it's resonating with me.
So you wouldn't jump on "We Are the World" by Michael Jackson?
Okay. I would hop on that. Yeah.
It's for the people, right?
Okay, nah, then I would. And also if it's a vibe, if I fuck with the beat, let's do it.
Yeah.
For real.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the most vulnerable you've gotten, like, on a song, like putting?
Ooh. I think that the recent music I've been making has been very honest. It's been very open. Like, there's a song Tides and Complicated. Those two I dropped as singles before the EP. They were very like, I'm telling you everything that he did. Like I'm exposing him. And not even that. It's just like I want to, as much as I'm still trying to get better with writing, I want to be straight up about how it felt. Like that line, what's it called? She took herself to places no one could take her. Like, that's probably one of my favorite lines because nobody can get me where I want to be. And it's like, everyone will let you down except for yourself. So yeah, I've been hella vulnerable, especially when it comes to relationships. I get very heartbroken.
Have you cried during a song, like during one of the sessions?
Damn, I've cried writing for sure. I've had sessions where I write the song like in the session, and then I've had sessions where I get sent the beat and I'm like, whoa. And then I write to it. And sometimes I make sure I write when I'm crying. Like if I'm crying,
during
I'm
the
like,
moment itself.
I'm like, oh wait, now I can get the juice.
And do you make the best music then, or like when you are happy?
Oh, okay. I don't, sounds messed up, right? But I'm really happy. Like fully like happy with where I am, because I never feel like I'm doing enough. But definitely when I'm heartbroken, I make more touching music for sure. Like it's been a year since I've been in a relationship, and I'm still making some, I'm taking all those things I've been through, even in the previous relationships, and like getting them out, tapping into them. But when I was in that relationship, the music was ass. It was ass. I was in love, right? And I made the song Paradise. And I love that song, right? But I don't resonate with it. I don't market it. I don't perform it because I was in love. Paradise, I can take you there. Like that's some happy shit, and I don't resonate with happy shit. Like I feel like my whole brand is just sad girl, pain, struggle, getting through the struggle. That's like my whole thing. Yeah, because it sounds messed up, right? But like pain hits harder.
I feel like a lot of people enjoy pain music because they also are in pain. Like a lot of people.
Yeah, exactly. Like I want people to feel how they've been cheated on when they're listening to those lyrics, even if they're in a happy relationship. Yeah. They must feel that toxicity.
It reminds me when Chance the Rapper dropped that album of his when I think he got married and he released
Cocoa Butter
an album.
Kiss. Yeah.
No. The album, the one with the clear cover. Like the one that people were saying it's nonsense because he sounds too happy.
You see. And it happens. I'm telling you, when you're happy, like you want to sing about good things, right? And it's different if your brand is like happiness. Like for example, Tyler's music, right? It's fun, it's dance, you don't have to cry to it. You can be happy. You can talk about like, having a good time. And then there is like a certain mood for it. But I feel like some artists, like, we're not happy. Like we in pain. So we gotta show that, there's nothing wrong with making happy music. But I think so certain people's brands, it just works for them. Like you just feel more real when you're sad.
Are you never gonna make a song that is not necessarily a happy song, but like you say, uplifting. Like a Tyler song where it's like more not uplifting? Because I think she also has. I think the difference is like she says some sad stuff, but it's on like a happy beat where it kind of makes it sound like, okay, you're dancing to it, but if you listen, you're like, no, she's saying some sad stuff.
Yeah, facts. She actually does explore like all sorts of genres. But I think for me, I think I will also tap into more commercial music, more upbeat music. But right now it's like, I feel like that type of music has to just come. You know what I mean? Like through time. Like I feel like I have to just make a bunch of music and then that commercial song will come by accident on its own. Because I've made music on like Afro pop type beats that's literally just about dancing and feeling good. So stay tuned. Stay tuned.
In like your quiet time when you're sitting, what's like the one thing that you feel like is quite sad with like the music industry right now?
The fact that like I can't trust anybody. It's so deep. It's so deep because I've built relationships like over a few months or even over a year where I'm really like, damn, we in this together, bro. We in this together. Like we got each other's back. And then everybody on some weird shit, especially the hip hop industry. Ooh, the hip hop industry is worse. You don't see the bands, you don't see the boy bands like trying to kill each other and shit. You know what I mean? Like it's always the hip hop industry. And okay, but also I don't know too much about the piano industry and everything else, so I can't say that it's just there. But I think it's just the backstabbing, hey. I think that people will just, it always gets to their head. Their ego always gets to their head no matter what. Like even people from old wave getting jealous of people in new wave and, you know, doing things to keep themselves relevant or doing things to control people in the new wave just because they're bigger and they've been in the game for longer. I can take advantage of you. I can mold you, you know, make sure I hop on your wave. Then that person thinks, this person's helping me. They fuck with me. They, you know, this is an OG. They investing into me. They want to help me. They believe in me. Meantime, they're just trying to steal your source. Or they're just trying to be affiliated with you because they know that you actually helping them more.
You're the one who's hot right now.
Yeah. And sometimes we don't realize that. Like as New Wave, I would say that I'm part of New Wave. I feel like we don't realize how valuable we are.
No, like, you are. You definitely are. Like the wave that's coming up right now is quite different. And
hip hop, like, soul as well. Soul is pushing through. Like, and I'm so grateful because I've been waiting for this. Like, South Africa doesn't invest in R&B and soul. They really don't, especially R&B. Like they won't fund R&B. They most of the time, like I've even had someone offer me like, I'll sign you, but don't you want to try making piano? Like it's so like we need guys making music, right, that isn't in South African languages, or making music that is just, that sounds less local. There's nothing wrong with that. Some of us just want to make some Bryson Tiller sounding shit. You know what I mean? Like there's nothing, it's not, doesn't mean we're not being South African. We talk like South Africans. We can sing like how we want, you know.
You think Elaine was like the last R&B superstar?
I think that I think Nanette's really doing things. Lord Cares as well. I think they both right now they're the two female R&B artists that are really like repping for us.
Pushing,
Yes, I'm believing in them. I'm trying to join them too. But I think we're doing well, right? We just need a push. We just need help. Like not help, but one of us needs a Tyler blow up for real. That's just how it is. As much as not all of us want that, I feel like someone from South Africa deserves to go global for R&B, purely for R&B, because we don't get that recognition here. We just don't.
Do you not feel like also, like for example, you are part of Space Impact. Space Impact is mainly like hip hop, R&B,
underground,
type of like underground, and
mainly underground.
There are a lot of like, I think there's a lot of kids that support like
R&B. Yes, definitely.
Underground.
But it's mainly underground right now. Underground is really blowing up. Like it's a big movement now. But yeah, I think there are a lot of people that support R&B. It's just I can't put my finger on like what we need. Like I just feel like we deserve more.
I think you already said it, you know. You said like the industry is very like backstabby-ish, and sometimes people don't want to work with each other.
But that's with every genre.
Yeah, but I feel like, I don't know, maybe it's just me. I feel like if like you guys as the underground can create like your own events, you know, together, and just like find a place and try to also get funding.
That's actually been happening more often now.
Yeah.
I really see like a wave coming. Like there've been places where they're having small R&B events, where they're having like wholesome things, like people can go and eat there, and it's not at like a club, it's at like a coffee place, or you know, I'm really enjoying those things, because as R&B artists we can't perform at the club. No. We can't, like maybe we have a few songs we can pull off there, but like it's so weird when people are shaking bums to piano, and now we need to stop the vibes to come and be like
and do like your sad heartbroken song.
Yeah, I feel like we need to band together and have like a movement. We need an R&B movement, and people have been doing that. Like bands have been collaborating. They've been hosting their own events and festivals to move around and stuff like that. But I feel like we need, like, you know how hip hop has Cotton Fest. I feel like R&B needs that. for sure. Even though some R&B artists do get into Cotton Fest, like Marcus Harvey got into Cotton Fest. But yeah, I feel like we just need more platforms, more communities for us.
Do you guys have these conversations as R&B singers, like like you say, like Nene, like Lord Cass, you guys come together, like let's do something?
Yeah, I have. There's a band called Third Degree, and they're really dope. They do live sound and they make like R&B and soul. They don't all sing; they play instruments. But there's one guy that I'm friends with that is actually on my EP. And they're really dope. Like they play for other artists. They also just do their thing, trying to move around. So people like that are people that I want to stick with and grow with. So I feel like just us trying to collaborate and talking openly about it is what's gonna work.
And how's that going? Like, how do you think that's going though? Like in terms of that conversation, is it?
I think we need to push more. I feel like also a lot of us don't have resources. Like I'm telling you now, if like we got a bag on us, right, we could just start hosting crazy R&B events. Like that's what I would do. But a lot of us as artists are studying, or we broke because we don't want to get a 9 to 5, but we're working on music. But yeah, I think I do need to actually like create a community. And I even had a homie saying like we should make a group with artists, right, and producers where we can just mix each other's stuff. Like send your stuff through, we can mix it. Send your track through, we can review it, you know. So yeah, I feel like if more
have
of us
like listening parties, it's just reviews and like feedback to say like, oh, that's fine.
Yeah, there's even like an event place called Your Weekly Touch Up in Brahm, and I've been seeing them have so many different acts, people dancing and singing, people playing live band and
singing. Is it a weekly thing?
Yeah, every Wednesday. So I really like what they're doing as well. Places like that, I respect that.
It's coming up. I mean, I even saw like you were part of the No Visa thing, which is like
that
a
was
nice
dope. That was really
tour,
dope. That was so fire. Yeah.
How was that though?
Vibe. That was really cool. I was just there to shoot content and just be around, but I enjoyed it. I really did.
So you were not part of like the performers? Or
no,
anything?
I wanted to. Hey, I was actually supposed to perform in Brahm, and then, like I said, when there's hip hop on the stage, like imagine, right? I respect Benny Chill so much.
Yeah.
Benny Chill is mosh pitting on stage, right? And I'm at No Visa, and they're like, "You're going on at like 7 or whatever," and I'm watching Benny Chill, who I've like grown up watching, and I'm like, this guy's like killing it right now, and now I must go up there and be like midnight. Like, no, I can't do that. That's like, that'll like, no. Like, I feel like, yeah.
But placement as well. Like, why don't you just like start earlier?
Yeah, I wanted to start in the beginning, but events never go according to plan. Ever. Never. I've even had homies that host like hip hop events and they're like, nah, bro, you can open. Never happens. And that's okay, because I just feel like because I'm a part of the hip hop scene, right? And most of my friends are in the hip hop scene. I need to make more R&B friends, guys, for real. Like, but most of the people that I know are in the hip hop scene. So I'm always surrounded by that. When really I need to be tapping into my own scene more, for sure.
I don't think it's a bad thing that you're in the hip hop space. The idea ultimately is to be able to mix all the stuff, like have your own sound. Like if you drop like an EP on R&B album, people know like, okay, this is her sound, but not to like necessarily like limit yourself, because I feel like also that's in a sense like a death of a career, and also it limits you to reaching out the broader crowd if you like you just one thing only.
No, definitely. In terms of making the actual like different genres, I make every genre. But in terms of like going to events, like I go to a lot of hip hop events. Therefore, like a lot of people are inviting me to perform or just telling me to pull through, and it's like I actually want to be more in my scene so that I can perform more at those places that other artists, because I can't complain that I'm not performing if I'm always going to hip hop events. You know what I mean? Like, so that's what I mean in that way. But I'm very versatile. I've actually been making rock recently.
Okay.
I've been enjoying it. I feel like it's whatever feeds the soul. Just gotta make it.
Okay, no, I mean, do what you need to do, and like honestly, you can't wait to like see more of your journey.
Thank you.
You were doing a few accents earlier on, and I don't know, is acting like part of the thing that you want to do? Because I saw
definitely.
you were also part of Maze Runner as well.
Yeah, I've always wanted to be an actress. Always.
Is it?
In fact, before I became an artist, I was maybe 4 or 5.
Yeah.
My mom said agency. I said bet. I started doing ads, right? And I enjoyed it. Like, I love being on camera. I love being like the center of attention. So I was like, I'm always going to be an actress. You know, if I'm going to be a famous actress by 16. Then life clapped me. But it's okay because I kept being told, like, you need to study. If you want to do acting, you need to study. Otherwise, they're not going to get you recognition. But I was already in Maze Runner by the time I was 13. Because I started
saw
really
that,
young. Yeah. So once that happened, it made me realize,
through
like,
an agency? Sorry.
It was through an agency, but I've outgrown them because they were sourcing, like, they were getting kids booked. It was mainly for kids, like the age group. Yeah. So now that I'm an adult, and I think once I was 14, I did my last thing for Boomerang, which is on channel 302. But it's like a kids cartoon channel.
Yeah. Boomerang. Sorry.
Yeah. And I was
the cartoons thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Boomerang. What am I?
So I was in the theme song when I was like 13, 14. And then after that, I stopped making music. Then I went to high school, experienced life. And then by the time I was 17, I immediately just started making music. Like, I made my first song, actually. My homie made it and he sent it to me on my phone. And I recorded it on BandLab with my earphones.
Yeah.
And I was like in grade 8 or something, or grade 7. And I was like, whoa, I can do music too. And I'd always been singing. I was always doing everything. Piano, singing at school, singing in talent shows.
You also play?
Yeah, I used to play piano, but it's been so many years.
Yeah.
But I definitely want to get back into that now that I'm producing. So, I think I was always meant for it. Like, it's just once I started doing all of these different things, I was like, wow, I can do all of this. So I've been trying to focus on one at a time. But music really, it takes everything from me. Like, I do want to get back into acting though, for sure. But music is it's a lot of work. It's a lot of time. It's a lot more than acting. I feel like acting, once you have a good agency, it's just about getting the auditions. That's it.
You ever thought of moving though to another country?
Yeah, I'm actually thinking of the States. I'm scared of the States because there's some hectic people there. Yo, the States is heavy.
Yeah.
Yo, like, the States is wild. Like, the randomest things happen there. But I think it'll just be really cool. I feel like I know that the comfort zone is not where growth happens.
No.
And that's why I constantly want to put myself in new situations that I have to work out and like experience. So I definitely would go to the States if I had the bag.
I mean, people go there without money though.
There's jobs that you can do to go that side, like childcare jobs and stuff like that. So yeah, maybe if I put the work towards getting the experience, I would.
Why the States though? Why not UK? Why not?
Either the States or the UK. I feel like the States and the UK are both a good option. I would obviously
for
my
acting,
first
the UK is the
definitely
best, yeah.
I would definitely go there for acting. I think my first choice in terms of if I could go anywhere, not even career wise, it would be back to my roots. Like, I'd go to China or I'd go to Taiwan because I know people in Taiwan. So that's definitely the first choice. But I think in terms of my career, the States and the UK will be beneficial.
Any new stuff coming up? Exclusives.
Okay, so now that I've dropped this project, I want people to marinate in the 5 tracks. There is something coming, but I don't want to say yet because you'll drop today, tomorrow when you're dropping again.
We want music, once release.
No, facts. I want people to savor it, but also because the EP was so versatile, like that last track. That last track, I was just throwing shots. I had to just be raw. I had to just be straight up. That's why it's called Alter Ego, because I make rap, I make trap, I make hard music that nobody hears. And it's just because I have this audience, it's not getting the recognition it deserves. And I don't know how to just give it to people when I've just been on this floaty vibe the whole time. When really, I have an alter ego. I have many different characters. So that last track was to like, just give them a taste. Like, it's not too trap or underground, but it's still hip hop. It's still like raw and unfiltered. So that track was to just introduce to people or just let people know that like there's different styles coming.
Hip hop, dog. Okay, cool. Well, we can't wait to hear more stuff. You're a really nice person to have a conversation with.
Yeah, thank you.
I really enjoyed this. But you
as well.
For the people who are watching, what's the last message? What's the last thing you'd like to say to them?
It sounds very corny, right? But no matter what, always be stubborn with how you are. Be stubborn with how sure you are about yourself. always trust your gut feeling, because that first gut feeling that you have about something is always the right thing. Don't allow other people to influence you. This EP almost didn't drop because of other people's influences. But just
you
stay
were
true.
stern and
Yeah, just stay true to yourself, because what can you lose? And at the end of the day, the chance is always going to come back. Things are constantly coming back in life. If you miss it now, it's going to come back and come back and come back. It's a spiral. So you're always going to get that chance again.
And don't miss it.
Yeah, don't miss it. And even if you do, be prepared for the next time. You might not even know that the chance is coming, but it'll always come back.
Okay.
Always.
Okay, cool. Guys, make sure to check it out and check out a new EP, the new piano song that just came out soon.
Yeah.
And more stuff coming soon, right?
Thank you.
All
Thank you
right.
for having me.
Thanks for coming.
Bye, guys.